Hello and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is the Marvel DVD and Blu Ray limited edition collector's versions and variants. We'll be having a look at Spider-Man 3 today. Now we'll start off with this one. This is actually the most recent re-release of the film. This came out just before The Amazing Spider-Man hit the cinemas. And they essentially released the whole trilogy. But what this was criticised for having some sort of kind of poor artwork, and I'll have to agree, it does look just like a sort of cheaply photoshopped version. But you know, I do like to get all the versions that are available if possible. Now, I'm certainly not going to spend money and bother getting the Blu Ray version of this one because I don't really like it, if I'm completely honest. Now, this was the initial launch in the UK of the standard DVD. Now, as with most initial launches, it seems to be with, at least with comic films, you have the card sleeve. Later versions would just have the standard DVD case. Next up, we have a different re-release. I'm not 100% sure this is actually a retailer exclusive or not, to be honest with you, but it is just a standard release. There's nothing special about it. I believe it is just another re-release, but with different artwork. So now we come on to the fun stuff. Now, this one is, here in the UK, this was an exclusive to the retailer called HMV. Now, in other countries, this may well have been an exclusive to, you know, regional retailers for that particular country. I'm not 100% sure, but here in the UK, it was a HMV one. So you have a card sleeve, and then what you do have with this one is you have a comic book inside, which has got a reproduction of various different Spider-Man comic covers. That's quite nice. Now, I can't obviously guarantee that version is going to be in other countries' releases, but it is available there. Now, what I would say with this one, I think it sometimes can get confused with the standard version because the covers do look fairly similar. So that's the standard version. This is the retailer exclusive version. So if you are a collector, this is the one you want to be looking out for. Next up, we have an Amazon exclusive. Now, this is listed as a limited edition, but I think it is still available to order, certainly in early January in 2013 when I'm doing this video. So it has obviously the removable sleeve, as with most initial launches. This is probably my favourite cover of the Spider-Man 3 films, purely because it has a complete black costume without having any of the red costume on it, and it's the only one really to have that. So out of the artwork, that's possibly my favourite. So now we're going to move on to the steelbooks, and the steelbooks really are the same images, but obviously in steelbook. But there is a fair amount of them. So this is a Blu-ray steelbook of the film. Now it obviously has the same cover as the standard launch. This one. Now this is the German edition. What I've noticed is in the steelbooks, there's some different European variants with different covers. So this is your German version. This is a French one. So you've got, this is a DVD obviously rather than a Blu-ray, but with different artwork from a different country. And then we have another German, but this time obviously a DVD rather than Blu-ray. This is probably the most common one and the one you'll pick up for the least amount of money. And finally, for the steelbooks at least, we have a Spanish version, obviously with the black sleeve on there. Now, what I would say with this one, it's actually a little bit different. If I just grab the standard version, you can see it's actually a little bit sort of close up. The image is a little bit bigger, and certainly they've made his eye a little bit different, I think, as well. I don't know if you'll be able to really see, but it certainly looks more pronounced to me than it does on the standard version. So that is the Spanish steelbook. Next up, we have a gift set that was from the US retailer Walmart. Now, Walmart does tend to have quite a lot of exclusives. Now, in the UK, Walmart actually own Asda. So what you'll find is the UK will have their own version of this, and I'm not sure if this one was released, but certainly with the Amazing Spider-Man, Walmart did a similar thing, and here in the UK, certainly Asda followed suit. So this one's quite good. It's not a bad little package. I don't know if you'll be able to see it so well on here, but it's actually a lenticular sleeve, so that's quite nice. And what you also have is a mini comic book, and under there's also a bonus DVD. This is again a US version. There's 3 different versions of essentially the same thing here, and what it is, it's a DVD gift set with a statue of the character. So this one being the black suited Spider-Man. Now I'm not sure if these were a retailer exclusive or what in the US. Let me see if I can get a bit of shot of old Spidey in there. So it's kind of quite cool. Now, as I said, there's actually 3 versions to this one. So next up, we have the Sandman version. Obviously, it's essentially the same DVD and everything, but just with a different statue in there. There you go. Now, I have to say, I mean, obviously they're sealed up, so I can't open them up, but the statues, to me, don't look like they're fantastic quality. And then finally, we have the Venom version, which I think is probably the best one. And the only other difference, really, is the packaging has a slightly different sort of colour tinge to it, depending on which one you're getting. So what did you think? What's your favourite version of the ones I don't have? And have you seen any other versions that I haven't mentioned either on this video or the clips at the end? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to our Facebook page and subscribe to our videos. Look forward to seeing you next time.